what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Hooper, and we're gonna be kicking it off with your week 9 update. Here we are, Giants versus the Cowboys. In my opinion, game of the week. Straight off the bat, Cowboys were running down the field. They wanted to start this game early, get a fresh start going, and they're gonna get 3 points on the first drive. Now, this game was a good one. Definitely, in my opinion, the game of the week. Prescott's gonna drop back here, find a deep receiver, and what a catch. Amari Cooper did that all game. He dominated. Here we are, 3rd and goal on the 23, and he's gonna find an easy open receiver for an easy touchdown, and they're gonna take a 10-0 lead over the Giants, but cannot count them out. There's a reason why this man is 8-0. Finding a quick dot there, and then right back, another one across the middle of the field. What a juke, and an easy, nice flowing touchdown here. But Cowboys gonna respond, missing the user pick there, and now we're gonna get another touchdown here from the Cowboys. They're gonna take a 17-7 lead. 19 seconds left in the quarter, in the half, and he's dropping back, can't find nothing, and gets sacked. Now, you would think they'd be going into the half with a 17-7 lead, but no, he's gonna drop back, bail him one up, and what a catch! And that's gonna give him a big lead, 24-7, going into halftime. Good thing, good way to start the game. Daniel Jones gonna drop back here at the first drive of the second half, can't find anything open. It's gonna have to throw it out of bounds here, but they're gonna end up trying to get 3 here, and he messes up, roughing the kicker call, and that's gonna lead to a Saquon Barkley touchdown. Easy touchdown, easy going, and that's a mistake. Now, next drive, Prescott drops back and throws a pick, and now this is a whole different ball game. Giants gonna find another dot across the field, and guess what? This is getting interesting, as Saquon Barkley again is gonna walk into the end zone. 24-21, and now it's time for Zeke to do his thing, rushing all over him the whole game. Had over 120 yards rushing and just kept it going with that big offensive lineman that these Cowboys have. And they are gonna get the lead, get it going, keep it going, 31-21 with 3 minutes remaining. But you can never count out the undefeated Giants, as he's gonna miss a tackle there, and Ingram's gonna walk into this end zone, and we have a game. But not for long, as he's gonna catch it over 3 people, break 4 tackles, and run into the end zone. What a crazy play. They called a defensive pass interference. He's not gonna accept that, of course, and he's gonna take it and then pick to end the game. Nothing he can do. He's celebrating because he just gave the Giants the first loss of the season. Now going over Bears Eagles, and this one was a close one. The Eagles are going to start out the game with an out route for the touchdown to Alshon Jeffrey, and that is going to be about all of the touchdowns you're going to see throughout this game are right there, because this game was very low scoring, very good defense, as they're going to get a defensive pass interference call that Zach Ertz is going to go down the field about 60 yards, decline the penalty. Next play, they're going to try and make something happen here on this 2nd and 10, finds the out route and throws a pick. There's a lot of those that happened during this game. Both quarterbacks were not reading the field well, and it just continued on, passing it to Amukamara, Eddie Jackson, whoever was wearing the other uniform. Trubisky here is going to drop back, try and find someone over the top, and take a 14-7 lead. Now, we got about 8 seconds left in the half. He's going to do a diving catch over him, and that's going to set him up for a long 57-yard field goal, which he's going to blast into there. 14-10 going into half. Very good thing that you want to go into half with. with getting the points on the board right at the end. Here, getting a sack. That's going to be a fumble, and they're going to pick it up, saving it. That could have been drive. Here, they took a risky mistake and tried to get a 59-yard field goal. They did hit the 57 earlier, but the 59 just wasn't enough. Wasn't going to reach that distance. Here, back on offense is Trubisky, and that high-powered offense that scored 7 touchdowns last week, and it's going to chuck one up straight into McLeod Jr.'s hands. And he's going to try and make something here, and a face mask penalty is going to force it more down the field. And that pick was very, very crucial, because now the Eagles will be able to get 3 points and be within 1 with only 4 minutes remaining. Now we got 3 minutes remaining here, and he's going to chuck one up, and nearly a pick. Luckily, he was able to get away with one there and able to get these 3 points. That mattered hugely, because at the end of the game, he's going to throw a pick here to Quan Smith, I believe, and he's going to make a little move here, and guess what? This is just going to lead to another 3 points, and this game is going to come down to the end. We got about 40 seconds left. He's dropping back looking for someone. Does not complete it on 3rd and 19. Needs to complete it here, and just throws a terrible one into the dirt. And that is going to do it, as the Bears are going to take this game 20-13. Very low scoring, high turnover. And that is going to be all for that. Now headed over to your voted game of the week. Broncos hopping straight in. Baker Mayfield's going to throw a dot here to the outside. And the Browns from the get-go were dominated. The first quarter, there was nothing interesting that happened. It was very boring, but as you can see here, Kareem Hunt's going to take a nice little 17-yard run for a touchdown to get the 7-0 lead. Now the Broncos here are going to drop back with Drew Lock and chuck one deep straight to Demarius Randall, who's going to get a pretty nice return here, breaking some ankles there out to the outside. Another broke ankle, and Philip Lindsay's going to take him down around the 27. Here we are, next play, and he's just going to find a dot through to take a 14-0 lead over the Broncos. Here we are, the Broncos would fight back though, getting a touchdown here on a nice little weird route that was ran by Emmanuel Sanders, but with only 30 seconds remaining in the half, the Browns are gonna put it in and go up 20-6 into halftime. Here we go, coming out of halftime, Drew Lock needs to make something happen and throws a pick. That's not the way you wanted to start the second half. That's not the way you want to come back with it. That would lead to another Baker Mayfield touchdown, and they're up 27-6. Here the Broncos do indeed get a touchdown on a nice little screen pass, make it 27-12, but right back again over the top. Baker Mayfield with the dot straight over him, over to Jarvis Landry, easy. And now we got Drew Lock trying to fight back and throws another pick, which is gonna go for 6. Not much the Broncos could get going. Turnovers were the issue, and they're gonna lose this one 48-25. Now gonna head over, check around the league for your week 9 scores that happened. We had a couple close games between Chargers, Packers, but none of these were as special. Most of them were all blowouts, as whoever was facing their opponent dominated this week. It was very entertaining around the league. A lot of points scored, and it made the league interesting. Now heading over, looking at the AFC standings here, AFC North, the Browns are sitting at the top at an 8-0 record as the only undefeated team remaining after week 9. Ravens are slowly coming up on them. They're close, but if the Browns keep going the way they're going, I don't think anybody's gonna catch them. we also have the Bengals coming up, showing what they're made of, and they're making plays as they are close to taking over that number 2 spot. AFC South, we have the Jags blowing out the division. I don't think anyone's going to come close. I'm pretty sure the Jags are going to secure the division there, and there's nobody that's going to come close to them in that division, as they have the Colts, Texans, and Titans at low records. Now bouncing over to the AFC West, we have the Raiders sitting at top with a 5-3 record, and this division is close. It could be anybody for the taking. The Chargers might be a little out of it, but if the Chiefs or the Broncos can get a couple wins together, then they will be able to clinch this division spot. Very close division, keeping things interesting in the West. Headed over to the East, we have a similar situation. We have the Bills leading with a 5-3 record, Patriots sitting there with 5-4, and the Dolphins and Jets are sitting there towards the bottom. But if they string a couple wins together, they could end up taking this division as well. Both of these divisions are up for grabs, and both of them are going to be very entertaining to keep a watch on the next couple weeks. Now we're going to take a look at the NFC standings. The North and the South, both close divisions. The North has the Lions in first at a 6-2 record. Very impressive for the Lions. Was super unexpected for them to be leading this division, but they are. Bears are slowly coming up on a win streak. They're going and they're keeping it moving. The Packers are in a rougher situation as they are on a losing streak, and they need to get something going if they want to try and win this division. Vikings are also in that same spot where they need to start racking some wins together to take over the North. Over here in the South, we have Saints, Falcons, very close together, keeping things interesting in that division. We don't know who's going to take it, but they will be facing off in this next week, making it whoever wins will be in that first position there. Bucks are sitting there close as well, but just staying a little bit out of range as these two monster powerhouses keep it going. Checking out the other NFC standings, we have the NFC West, which is still up for grabs by 2 teams. The Rams, 49ers should keep an eye out for this division the next couple weeks, as they are both playing for playoff spots. It's just going to depend on who's winning that division and who is going to be in that wild card round. Also, the Seahawks and Cardinals, their season's pretty much done unless something crazy happens and they're able to rack up a ton of wins. I don't see them coming out of anywhere and making things happen this season. Over to the East, we have Giants and Cowboys. The Cowboys did give the Giants their first loss, but they're also 3 wins behind them, and that's going to make the division a little interesting. Cowboys might be able to sneak a little wild card spot in there and face the Giants again, and we'll be able to see the rematch hopefully in the playoffs to see who is truly the better of the two. That is it for this week's update. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.